The sadness can't be described with words. I see her when I roll by, my car's on swerve.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about boom, boom. Okay. Part of my little thing I'm trying to do here is release full expressive emotions, whatever they may be, whether they may be soft, light, loving, caring, sexual, to better myself and open up to be myself more, and to let other people know that you should open up to yourself more, because it's okay. And you're a human being, and you have a million beautiful things to express to the world. You shouldn't shut them out. So here goes one of them. Sex, right? It's been coming up a lot lately. I don't know why. Because it's not in my physical life that much. But fuck it, we talk about it anyway, right? It comes and goes. Let me try to get it here. So, sex clearly is something that is taboo. It's shoved under the rug. It's labeled dirty and perverted and sinful and not private parts, but there's all these things, right? I'm looking down here because I wrote some things down so I could remember. Sexual crimes, there's something I believe to be true, and I talked about it with somebody sometime, and I believe it to be legitimate. In our culture, it's very hush hush, even more so in a lot of Eastern cultures. A lot of the women, wear robes or whatever, and they're all covered up, and they don't make eye contact with men and things like that. And we ask ourselves, why is it that priests are fucking little boys? Well, one of the parts I think is because we're shutting off a piece of our natural human/animal nature. And I think these people that are shutting off these sexual energies, it's bubbling up, because everything that we don't release, it will release in horrifying ways, and it will slap us in the face. It'll bring our dark sides out if we don't release it naturally. So I think a lot what's happening is, I think why our society specifically has so much rape, so much sexual crimes, and all that, is because we shut off sexuality. So these people hold it in, and that shit doesn't go away. That shit doesn't go away. I don't think you can shut off. You can act. We all act, right? You can act like you don't care, or you see a nice fit. I love butts. You see a nice fit ass, and you can act like, oh, that that is, I don't care about it. I don't even want to look. But the reality is, I told somebody this one time, a lot of men, when we see a woman like that, we automatically, our brain starts to turn. And I'm not saying to run up and fucking squeeze a chick's ass, or to slap her ass, or to say some dirty, disrespectful shit to her. But it's okay to feel like, wow, she's so fucking hot, man, or she's so beautiful, or it's even okay, I believe, to just fantasize. Well, wow, it would be so nice if, she was sitting on my face or something. You know what I mean? Because that's okay. If you're not rude about it, you're not obscene about it, you don't disrespect the chick, it's okay. We all like different things. People like boobs. You see some girl who got her boobs out, I'm not saying sit there and follow around and gawk at her because you're a freaking grown man, but it's okay to like that, because that is natural beauty. A beautiful Indian fellow I used to work with named Sabu, I think it's okay if I say first names, I think that's legal. He told me one day, he said, I believe a woman's body is like a rose in a garden. And he said, I told my wife, I said, honey, I'm going to look at women because their nature and its natural beauty. And just like a rose, what would I do with a rose? I would stop and look at it and be like, that's very beautiful. So when you see a woman, for my instance, because I'm a man and I'm sexually, that's what I go for is women. When I look at them, I feel the same. I feel like, man, that's so fucking nice to look at. It's so beautiful. what a what a fucking nice way that nature has selected beings to look for each other. I think we really need to be appreciative of that. And I think when we, I can't think of the fucking word, but when we push away our feelings, they come out in crazy ways. I mean, there's a lot of these indigenous cultures and whatnot where the women walk around naked all day. And I know that some of them too there's a lot of crazy shit going on, but some of them, there's no rape, there's no sexual crimes, no nothing. And we, in America, we think, oh my God, if women were naked walking around everywhere, I'd have shoved my dick in her. And it's like, no. We think of sex as such an extreme thing because we shove it so far away. But there can always be a medium within life. And we don't always have to go to the extreme or go totally away from it. We can be in the middle and say, man, I really appreciate that. And I'm not gonna lie. If our society changed like that, if I went to a nudist colony, oh man, jeez, I mean, it's not that I would go crazy. I just have to jerk off right there. But I would be very happy. I mean, I would love to see just the naked woman's body just in its absolute beauty, just frolicking on the beach or in the water. It would be such a beautiful thing to see, right? And I think that's part of our society why it's so bad. And you see, people wonder why there's such a fucking gap between sexuality. You see, because you go to the religious side and you have the part that's like, no vaginas, no fucking wieners. And then you have the other side that's just, people always talk about rap music, and religions always talk about rap music. These fucking rappers, man, they got all these girls in their videos, and they fucking got their asses out, and they're, Lil Wayne's talking about, she eats my dick for breakfast and stuff like that, and it's poisoning our minds. Well, that's because we don't know what the fuck is going on with sex, and it's like we could be in the middle, and we wouldn't have to be so extreme or so no fucking penises and no fucking vaginas if we could just realize that it's okay, because then everybody would just be normal with it. And there's another thing about spirituality. It doesn't matter if you're in religion or you're not in religion. It doesn't even matter if you're an atheist. Some people are just uptight, and we've become so uptight with beauty that we've just shoved it under the rug. And the weird thing about spirituality, and I mean mainly in some religions, but spirituality too, is we walk around and with this taboo subject, and when people bring up sex, we're like, oh, blushy blush, and we don't talk about that. Oh my God, it's private. That's nobody's business what I do with a wiener. Yeah, okay. So people in public, they act like, no, that's gross and I hate that. And let's use religion because it's a funnier example. So in church, you may go and sex is a sin and you don't fucking talk about it, and it's gross and it's dirty and penises of the devil and semen, drinking the semen is of devil. But the funny thing about people in general is, so they can go in church and they could say the wiener and the vagina are the devil, but they go home and then they fuck their wives or husbands after just saying that they thought that that was some kind of a disgusting thing between two humans. The thing that confuses me is, you see, this is how we are so off alignment. You're going in church and you're saying, ew, gross, and then you go home and you tell your wife, fuck me in the ass, fuck me in my ass, and nut in my eye. And it's like, well, you're not being your true self, because when you're in public you act like, no, never. For instance, I dated a girl once, right? She was super fucking cute, super sweet, super nice, really quiet, just just real quiet. But when we had sex, she's like, I love when you pull my hair. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's shocking. Like, you're really quiet. I don't know what that's about. She's like, I just love it. And even when I would pull her hair, I would, I would be like really soft, right? And I would just be like, ooh, tug. And then she'd be like, harder. And I'd be like, why aren't you hurting? No. And the more I would pull and like pull fucking tracks out, yo, like I'm talking about pulling her fucking hair out, you could hear her immensity and her inspiration of sexuality just peak. And you know that again goes along with this alignment. We are so worried about speaking about sexuality and letting people know that, man, I love to eat vagina. Oh, it's so great. I love it. If it smells nice and you know if it's pretty, it's shaven, a little strip on the top, perhaps. I would love to eat it. You know, I shouldn't be afraid to say that. Why? I'm not gonna go around and be fucking, you know, wearing every woman's legs like earmuffs. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to have a bunch of sores and diseases. All I'm stating is I really enjoy doing that. It's a great place to be between a woman's legs with my face. Now, why is that okay? Because that is who I am. That's not me hiding from you or myself or the public or reality or what I fear you thinking about me. Why would I care? And I'm not saying that to have a bunch of women tell me, Trevor, oh, here's my vagina, lick it. Because like I said, I ain't trying to get a bunch of fucking shit on my face and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm kind of vain and I like the way it looks here. I'm not trying to fuck that up. So this video is not to be like, everybody come and fuck me. No, no, it's not. Oh my god. Okay, but orgasms. Let's talk about orgasms, right? First of all, you know, women have not been taken care of. It's just plain and fucking simple. You know, especially with the old Protestant work ethic type. Men have been the type to be like, bitch, where's my dinner? And they've been the type where, you know, bitch, suck me off, bitch, lay there, I'll fuck you, you get nothing out of it, and then I'll nut and just fucking sack the fuck out, right? So now we have this period where there is this divine feminine releasing into the atmosphere. Yet, well, I heard this. Let me branch this out for a second. You know, I don't got a fucking huge dick. First of all, no, I can't last forever. One thing I could say is I do try my hardest, especially now as I get older, to make the woman I'm with feel the best she can. But this is the thing, because a lot of women say, I didn't get an orgasm because he didn't give it to me. I didn't feel good because he didn't make me feel good. Okay, that's wrong to say. Because you know what? I have fucking tried my best. I have tried my fucking hardest at times to try to give women orgasms. Yes, I've achieved it sometimes, you know, but not always. But I've tried. Whether she said, lick up at the top of my vagina and just jam your fist in my ass. I mean, I haven't done that, but I'm saying, you know, pull my hair and jam 3 fingers in my vagina. You know, use your thumb and rub my clit real fucking fast as you jam your fingers in my vagina. I don't know, what the fuck ever you can do. And it's not achievable. Why? Because it's really not about what the man does to you. It's about releasing your inner feelings. Because this is what releasing who you truly are is. And you can't blame the man for saying he didn't give me an orgasm because I fucking work to get a fucking orgasm. And you know what? If it comes to a time where I can't last long, well, then I'll take some shots and make sure I'm fucking for like an hour. If it really takes that to get the person I feel I'm dating or I feel really we're well together, we're in a relationship, if I feel like, hey, I really want to get there, like, let me try to get a little bit extra something, I like to use alcohol. It makes sex really fun. Still, and I think it always will. It's a lot of people are fucking when they're drinking, but so you can't blame men because what is an orgasm? You get a feeling, and I don't know women because I'm not a woman, but I know that you get this feeling because a lot of women say, I feel something inside, but it won't come out. Well, you have to release that because we can get you there. But for you to release that, you have to let that go. We don't go inside you and pull your fucking juices out. You have to let that shit go. We could sit there for fucking hours rubbing your clit slow or fucking, I don't know, trying to put our tongues so far in the fucking vaginal opening or whatever it's called to try to get you to feel something, you know. And speaking of eating vagina, you have to know, you got to give us a little bit of credit because after eating vagina, you would think we had cut this part of our tongue with a fucking razor blade. It fucks your tongue up for days after eating really good eating of vagina. You gotta give us credit because that shit fucks us up. I mean, I don't know if a dick hitting the back of your throat hurts, but eating vagina, man, your tongue gets a workout, and it's like it runs across your teeth, so it like cuts up the bottom of your tongue. It's worth it, but I'm just saying. So an orgasm, women, if we're gonna get to this point where we both experience this amazing orgasmic sexuality between the divine feminine and masculine, you have to learn to let that feeling go. Some girls say, I'm afraid because it feels like I'm gonna pee. Well, you know what? I'm not a dirty motherfucker. But just release it and see what it is. You know what I mean? Just see how it feels. Because you need to get to that point. And I doubt it's gonna be piss, because a lot of people say it feels like it. But I mean, if you're really with somebody who cares about you, they're gonna be okay with you letting that go. I'm not saying pissing on a motherfucker because I don't want nobody to piss on me, but I'm saying they should be like, you know what, just see what happens because we're really trying to get you to that point. Because I really think if more women had orgasms, more women would be okay. Because I talk to a lot that aren't like, yeah, sex, whatever, whatever. And it's because they don't have fucking orgasms and they haven't trained themselves to have an orgasm, you know. And oh, sex isn't good because I don't have orgasms. This brings me to something else. Um, it's strange to me because um, I've myself had sex with multiple different age levels from 44 and all the way back from when I was a kid. So go all the way back to, you know, whatever. Now, obviously, I'm over. Now I'm over age, and I'm not a pervert, so it would be anybody above 18. Um, when it was legal, it was before that. But what I'm saying is, up to the age of 45, I've seen different levels of women's sexuality. To me, it's kind of weird because it seems like a lot of young women, they bleed sexuality. They got their fucking titties out and they have those perfect bodies and their stomachs are tight and they got little back dimples and, you know, fucking dope hair and they do their nails and they put their titties out and they wear fucking dope ass underwear that has lace. I prefer like a black underwear with like a blue lace around the top, right? And the same thing with their bras. They wear these lacy bras and shit, so they look like fucking porn stars. But it seems like their sexuality is kind of cut off. It seems like a lot of them, you know, men were often like trying to plead with women, you know. And I'm not saying grossly or anything like that, but with our significant others too, you know, let's fuck, let's fuck, let's fuck, let's fuck. Please, please, let me just put it in. Let me just put the tip in. Let me just put my hand in. Let me just taste it. Let me just and I don't feel like it. I'm not into it. I don't know. I don't know. No, not really. But it seems like older women and the ones I've been with or the ones that I've talked to, they just bleed it. They just bleed it and they're fucking open with it and they're ready to express it and they're like, yeah, I love sex. Oh yeah, 69, totally cool. Oh yeah, yeah, just love dicks, just love them. Oh yeah, swallowing semen, totally great, totally love it. Um, so it's like I question like, are how, so are young men, so because it seems like women's peak hits like 30 and to like 50, and men's peak seems to be like, I don't know, geez, I started getting real horny when I was like 14, 13, and it's supposed to be into like our, god damn it, I'm almost 30, but it's supposed to be to like, I don't know, we're 30, and then at 30 it starts to go down. So it seems like when women start, we finish. How fucking weird is that? So sexual wise, it's almost like our cougars supposed to be fucking cubs? Because that's really the only thing that could happen. Because on a maturity level, can't really happen. Been there, done that, no way. Because This is nothing, but I think this is any sex. So this isn't saying that women do it or just women do it, because men probably do it too. But in my personal experience, when I've dated older women, they act like my mom. You know, honey, let's take you to the store and buy you some clothes. Honey, are you going to vacuum? You know, they're just really kind of like, come with me. Here's my hand. Come with me. Follow behind. And it gets really creepy to a point because they act motherly to you. So I don't know if relationships are legitimate or not. And on the other hand, men, you know, we're pretty mature. And if you're in your 20s and you're dating a chick who's in her 40s, there's going to be a clear fucking difference in maturity. And I don't know how to work. Then you go to reproduction, right? I gotta fucking end this because it's already been 20 minutes. You go to reproduction. Well, you can't really reproduce after a certain level. You shouldn't have kids after 40. So you can't, on a family level, it doesn't seem legitimate, but on a sexual level, it seems like cougars should be fucking cubs. And it seems like grown men, I don't know, we're pretty much lost when we're grown, I guess, because I don't want my sexuality to leave. But, yeah, man, open up to sex. It's okay. It's okay, man. I'm not saying go fuck everyone. I'm not saying to spread the world with disease or pregnancy or emotional distress, because sex causes a lot of people emotional distress. I'm saying it's okay to like to suck a dick. It's okay for me to say that I like when a chick gives me head, that she does what I like to call churning butter, where she jerks my dick and sucks it at the same time. I love that. That's the best. It's okay to go and really fuck your husband and love fucking your husband. And it's okay to let him fuck you all the time. And it's okay to love and embrace your feminine and masculine energies, man. We are humans. And we hide it like we don't feel that way. And then we go home and get nut in our eyes and in our mouths and in our noses and get dicks in our ass. And we lie to ourselves, man. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Everybody, just do it. Just do it. You know, don't be afraid. It's okay. We're fucking animals, man. We reproduce when we see things we want to reproduce with. That's fucking life. That is the energy of nature and God itself. So don't try to shove that shit under the rug, man. There's a lot of laughs. I like this one. Maybe I'll say more. I don't know, but I don't want this to be too long. So up to vaginas, up to male and female orgasms, and people treating each other with respect, and opening up to their partners, and opening up to letting themselves feel how good sex can be. Holler at me. Tell me something. Tell me what you think. Are you mad? Are you angry? Am I the devil? Do I need the baptism? Do you like it? How do you feel? Are you treating your man kindly in the bedroom? Is he treating you kindly? Do you need to express that to each other? Well, think about it.
She's so fine, can't get her out my mind. I try to spit some lines, but she tells me wait in line. She's a Laguna Beach model chick, and I can see she's proud of it. She's finger licking like a bucket of chicken, and that girl must be in karate, cause her body is kicking. Damn, Laguna Beach.